Welcome back, folks. Happy New Year's. It's been a long ride. So today we'll take a trip down memory lane to see what happened to World of Tanks for 2015 and some stuff about me. So whether if the journey was smooth or bumpy, I'm glad I experienced it with you guys. So here we go. Now here are some stats about my channel. I uploaded 146 videos for this year, and 134 of them were about World of Tanks. And that's because my computer sucks and I'm pretty good at World of Tanks, so yeah, the channel is mostly oriented to World of Tanks stuff. Now the most popular series on my channel is leak videos, so basically I talk about upcoming contents. So 47% plus is mostly oriented to these stuff based on my experience with the game and what I predict how the new contents will shape the game itself. Now about the leak videos, 49 new tanks that was covered with leak videos has been released, so that's pretty good. 21 of them were not because balance issues, or the timing, but okay. One April Fool's joke, that's the T-58 heavy tank, the American tier 10 heavy tank with the autoloader. Now that tank actually existed. There were models of the tank in the game too, but the main reason that vehicle was never introduced or released to the public was because 8 rounds autoloading clip of 155mm that does 700 damage each or something, that's way too broken, right? So no. That's like 5,000 damage in like 14 seconds or something. Yeah, crazy. So that's the April Fool's joke. I love making leak videos, but it's an April Fool's. Now 5 vehicles were released, but I did not do a leak video about them, so I was being a lazy bum. 7 vehicles were neglected, but they have not been released yet, so I still have time to do the leak videos. And 10 vehicles got removed from the gift shop. So basically, they are the vehicle stats for this year. Now here are all the tanks released, at least on the North American server. So as you can see, 19 premiums, 33 normal. So people were complaining, you guys only release premium tanks for World of Tanks. Well, that's because you never played the low tier Japanese heavies, or the French mediums, or the Czechoslovakian medium tanks, or light tanks. So they do release new tanks, it's just that it's not high tier, so you don't take a look at them. So, but here are all the list of these vehicles. Here you can see the non-released vehicles that were leaked on the Super Test server. So the most famous is the Moist Hen, the Mouse Chin, and that's because the armor issue, but it's basically a Japanese heavy tank. It's pretty good if it's top tier, it's pretty crap if it's bottom tier. So, but pause this video if you want to take a read on all these vehicles. And here are all the vehicles that were removed from the gift shop. So the most famous is the E25 that got removed mid-January of this year. Now it got removed from the gift shop, but initially got removed from the in-game store in the middle of December of 2014. So half and half, but you got a free one if you play World of Tanks during September of this year. The TOG 2 was removed because it's iconic. It's preferential matchmaking, so got removed. The FCM was OP, 400 meters of view range. T14, preferential matchmaking. Panther M10, preferential matchmaking, and not as popular. The Saxon Mark 1, that's basically a Saxon Mark 3, so basically pointless. SU-85I, OP, with preferential matchmaking. Ram 2 is basically a Churchill 3, but medium tank with normal matchmaking, so something like that. Panzer IV Schmalterm was because of lack of popularity, so it got removed. The Yak Tiger 88, preferential matchmaking, so yep, rip. And here are the major events that happened in 2015. So personal missions overhaul, personal reserves, tank destroyer, massive view range nerf. So if you remember it, this was 9.6 that happened in March of this year. So stuff like the Waffen trigger off E100 got 40 meters of view range nerf for 380 meters now. So originally it has 420 meters of view range, the best view range of the game, to counterbalance the crappy camouflage rating. But now it has crappy view range with crappy camouflage rating. So basically, it sucks. So massive view range nerf. Gun's accuracy dispersion got changed. Render range changed from a square to a circle. Team battle revamp. Clan wars change. No more gold compensation for reward premiums. So basically, if you already have a Matilda 4, if you play the on track to the Object 140 and gets rewarded with another Matilda 4, you get the credit compensation, not the gold compensation. So I was super frustrated when they released the E25 mission for everybody, and I only get 2,500,000 credits for it instead of the 7,200 gold. So I'd rather have the 7,200 gold, please. But nope, you get the credits. Bogus. God. But that happened this year during September, right? Yep. The single def and standard def, high def split graphics were updated for higher end computers. The Battlefield-esque ribbons and badges on the screen. Rampage mode. But basically, they introduced the domination mode. Then they introduced the steel hunt mode. Then they combined it into the rampage mode. They added the rampage mode personal missions, and basically everybody cheated. So personal missions overhaul for the rampage mode. Massive fail, that was the penetration nerf that happened in April, I believe, or something, or May. So remember, they nerfed the penetration of the Yak Panzer E100 from 298 millimeters to 273 or something, which was total bogus. But yeah, that happened, so that failed. The emblems with the stats, yeah, Rubicon 10.0, fail. Proving Ground was added to help the bots, testing the bots for PvE. We have a second French medium tank line, the Japanese heavy tank line, the Czechoslovakian medium tank line, and the American TD artillery line shift for the lower tiers. But yeah, that's pretty much all the major events that happened this year. So here is a quick overview or timeline of all the events. So pause this segment if you want, but I'll go over them quickly. So 9.5 was the British second tank destroyers with the Sherman Firefly and the FV-4005. Stage 2 that nobody plays with, but whatever. You get the Panther 88, yada yada yada. You have the Winter Showdown, 8-bit mode. You have the WZ-111 personal marathon thing for whatever. Turned on the personal missions, removal of the E25. Then patch 9.6 happening in February. So massive TD nerf. So yeah, TD view range nerf. Ugh. Stuff happened, blah blah blah. March is testing of the new physics, but nothing came out of it. Ugh. You have the April 9.7 patch, the second French medium tank line, basically 7 new tanks, I believe. You have the Overlord map, which is Normandy. In May, you have the Berlin vehicles, the Age of Tanktron, when they released the Avengers movie to get a free Talk 2. So I got a Talk 2. I got compensated with gold, I believe. But somewhere between May or July, they turned off that feature. So you do not get compensated with gold. You get compensated with credits. And that's why I got pissed off with the E25 mission. So in May, patch 9.8, personal mission overhaul, because everybody complained. They added personal reserves, domination mode, yada yada yada. They tested the penetration, massive nerf, and massive fail. Domination mode was heavily focused, but nobody plays it. July was freedom to play month, but whatever. FE201, the Faturian, the pure Faturian, was marketed to be Ooh, freedom to play. Pfft, whatever, you have to pay for it. Garbage. And they were hyping up for the Japanese heavy tanks for Gamescom and PAX Prime. 9.9 came out, so a bunch of stuff were changed for Clan Wars, Steel Hunt mode. They changed the Aufklärungs Panther into the Spielpanzer SP1C, so graphics were updated for higher end computers. August was basically the free E25, but lucky bastards. September you have the Tanks Through Time event, which basically another way to sell stuff. 9.10 happened for the Japanese heavy tanks, and the Rampage mode was combining the Domination and Steel Hunt mode. October is Spooktacular month, so more stuff to sell, blah. And 10.0 Rubicon. Rubicon was in the works, but that failed super hard. So November, Rubicon fell flat on its face. Just failed so hard. They reworked it into patch 9.12, fixed the stuff. You have the Berlin map for the Rampage mode, personal mission for the Rampage mode, render range change, proving grounds, added the Skuda T40, Action X Centurion, switched the FE4202, American TD artillery shifts, and they tried out the new physics again with the test server. And December is 9.13 with the Czechoslovakian medium tanks and the personal mission overhaul for the Rampage mode. So yeah, that's the year in overview. Pretty quick, right? So was it a good year? The best thing this year is the personal missions. That's amazing. And the overhaul made it even easier, or less hard. So I love it because the T28 concept and the T55A and the Object 260. So 140, yeah, right. So yeah, bunch of free tanks, always good. And the credit from these missions were amazing to help me get tanks that I normally need to grind premium tanks for. So yeah, the money aspects from personal mission was awesome. But the worst thing about this year is the Moist Hin and the Chieftain Mark 6 MIA. So they introduced the Moist Hin on the test server. It was pretty good against tier 8s and tier 7s because the armor, and you don't even have heat shells with that 150mm gun. So too OP for lower tiers and too crappy for higher tiers, imbalanced like a Japanese heavy tank, and they removed it. The Chieftain Mark 6 was never even given out to the public to test because the armor is crap on the hull. I said it once, I said it again, the armor is crap. 85mm at the front, whatever. And the engine power was blah, but historically the Chieftain did not have that reliable of an engine, so whatever. As for the normal tanks, the French mediums were whatever. It's like playing with the Leopards, except you have less accuracy. So, the Japanese heavy tanks were awesome. So, yeah, so much rage with the Japanese heavy tanks, and you cannot penetrate the Mito 150 from the front. Well, you're supposed to go to the sides, dude. So a lot of rage with these vehicles. So, but they're awesome. The Czechoslovakian medium tanks were plus. I said the plus because of the offloading vehicles. The rest were meh, okay. As for the premiums, now the Super Pershing buff in 9.8 was awesome. So basically the Super Pershing got massively buffed from 9.8, and that was the best. There were no spectacular premium tanks that was released. So yeah, the premiums that were released this year were not that interesting. I mean, the Scorpion has no armor, so it's pretty decent, but everybody says it sucks. I think differently, but whatever. There were interesting Waffenträgers that were not released, so that sucks. I mean, the T-54 prototype was decent, but it was not a Type 59 replacement, so a bunch of stuff happened, and this premium tanks just feel normal. Doesn't feel like the special feeling you get when you play the ugly Japanese heavy tanks. So these were not the T28 concept-esque of a premium, so they don't feel special. Sad to say. And I'm looking forward towards the Panzer 58 Mutts, but I think they're going to butcher it based on what's happening to the patent KR, the M46 Ripper, that's currently going on the North American server. Now for the European server, you can buy the patent KR for free. Okay, but currently on the North American server, you have a lottery thing that you have to draw for it, which is stupid, but it sounds like they're going to sell it during February of next year or 2016. So what's going to happen for the FE4202 Premium, the Tier 8 version of the FE4202 Marathon? What's going to happen to the Panzer 58 Mutts? Nobody knows. So I think they're going to butcher the Panzer 58 Mutts. I don't know, but it's so hard to tell right now. But yeah, FYI, I have played 7,037 battles this year about. So my WN8 increased from 2,447 to 2,674. So basically a shift of 227, which is okay. I didn't play it that much this year, so whatever. But special thanks, major special thanks to Mizuteo. So he is Joris. He's also known as Joris, or he's also known as Mizuteo. But Joris Pierre, he is a long time and regular contributor to my channel. He's one of my good friends. We talk about the Swiss airplanes, the Swiss tanks, and he has given me a lot of stuff this year. So he's an awesome guy, and I highly appreciate his support. Also, major thanks to Alex Marks for providing me with the Armor Warfare access code, basically the Object 155. I tried it, my computer sucks, so that's on my end, but special thanks to him. Thanks to Krisha Nada for giving me gold for 2 birthdays and a happy holiday gift. And thanks to John from Canada for the gold and the credits. And thanks to you all for watching, as always, and the support. But yeah, it's been a good year. And here are the things to come. Some more leaked videos with better timing. I hope I don't slack off as much. So, that's rough. And more what if videos like the Chinese-Japanese tank destroyers that was hoaxed during October, I believe. So they were saying the Chinese and Japanese tank destroyer batch were coming out. It didn't came out. It didn't even get leaked. But yeah, it's a hoax, but I still got a lot of interesting info about these vehicles, so I can propose a Japanese-Chinese tank destroyer branch. Also different nations like the Polish. The Polish is coming soon in 2016, but I don't know when and I don't know how. But I can tell you a few things about the Polish. Maybe I can cover the Hungarians, the Swiss some more, the Swedish, the Italians, the Spanish, a bunch of other countries from Europe, but yeah, and the exotic tanks. So I always wanted to talk about funky tanks like the Object 279, which was the UFO-shaped mountain crossing heavy tank the Russians built, but it's so complex, and stuff like the Yak Panzer E100. Not the version in the game, the more like a crocodile. So I want to talk about those vehicles and what if, but yeah, I've been busy this year, so yeah, that sucks. And more collaborations with other awesome people to talk about stuff. Eric, also known as CK16, has come to me about the second American medium tank line. So I want to do stuff like more collabs about those vehicles. I want to work with Gigantnaut. So he's the guy that did the awesome 3D art about the Japanese heavy tanks, the Russian KV4s. So He is an awesome dude. He do a lot of amazing artwork. So I want to see the crazy tanks he could think of and put them into a game, and better gameplay with more of other games like Armored Warfare or War Thunder when I get a better computer. So yeah, that's all the stuff for this New Year's. Oh boy, but it's been a rough journey. It's been a long one. So here are some stuff about my garage if you're interested, but if not, that's all the review. So on to my World of Tanks account. And here is a quick tour of all the vehicles I have in my garage. So basically a record for myself in the future. So the T1E6 gift vehicle, I hardly play it. The T7 car, combat car, hardly play it. The Locust, bought it with gold when it was half off. Awesome light tank. The Chafee, awesome light tank, kept it. The T37, basically the old Chafee at tier 6 now. Pretty awesome. The Bulldog, kept it. Crappy ammo rack, though. It's super crappy. The T71, I haven't played this vehicle since the switch with the hull, but whatever. The M4 Sherman improved. Crappy gun, but amazing view range, so pretty decent. The Ram 2, like a Churchill 3, except you're faster and don't have preferential matchmaking. Decent enough. The Sherman EZ8, one of my favorite tier 6 medium tanks. I love this vehicle. Sherman Jumbo, the first vehicle I have the Pools medal with. I turned the crew into the heavy tank line, the T29, so this is a new crew, but whatever. The Pershing, love it. Nothing more to say about the Pershing. It's decent. It's pretty decent. The Mantlet is awesome. The T69, loved it. The Super Pershing, loved it. The M46 Patton, loved it. The T54E1, loved it. Can't see the gun. There we go. Much better. The T14, yeah, pretty decent. I got it from the Halloween event last year, I believe. So they give this vehicle out if you play World of Tanks for 1 week. So it was given for free. The T29, the Super Gopher, loved mine. The T32, loved it. The T34, the second marathon reward I got. The first one was the IS-6, but yeah, pretty awesome credit maker. The M103, pretty good. I got it this year. Same goes for the T110E5. Got the T57 Heavy from last year. Still standard F. Ugh. The replacement to the T18, the T3 howitzer mortar carriage, whatever, HMC. What does the HMC stands for? I don't know. The Hellcat, loved mine, kept my Hellcat. The T25AT, loved it, kept it. Amazing gun depression. I can't look at this vehicle without laughing. This thing. Oh man. I actually played 1 game with it. Got a mastery badge. Haven't played it since, but it's awesome vehicle. The T30, basically a super gopher with gigantic gun. The Mark 6C light tank, basically the British counterpart to the T7 combat car. Got a mastery badge, stopped playing it. Love my Crusader, my Matilda. British medium tanks are always awesome. The Cromwell, the Comet, the Centurion 7-1, and the Action X Centurion. So awesome tanks. Recently got the Excelsior from the On Track to the FV215B. So yeah, I was about to buy it, but the penetration does suck. The TOG 2, got it way back when. For half off, I believe. I got it for half off. They give out the gold compensation, so it's all good. The Conqueror, amazing tank. You know I have this vehicle. Awesome crew training too. Oh, surprise. And the FV215B. I like the Conqueror a little bit better, but the FE-25B fires faster, so whatever. The FE-304 artillery, the little Burt, super nerf since last year, so sucks. The Shkuda T-25, amazing medium tank. The Tetrarch, I always have a hard time pronouncing, but small little Russian light tank. It's British, but lend-lease to Russia. It was given out for free, I believe. The BT-7 artillery given out for free. Haven't played it. Only played one battle. Quit. The LTP, play one battle or place 19 battle and quit. Free vehicle for this one as well. The LTTB, amazing light tank. The T28 with the F30 gun, so pretty OP tier 4 medium because the gun. It's all because of the gun. If this tank was just as fast as the normal T28, it's basically an AMX CDC at tier 4, but it's not. It's slow, a little bit slow. The Matilda 4, got it for free, don't play it. The T44, loved mine, so I kept it. The T54 first prototype, it's pretty good. It's alright as a premium. The T54, my female crews are in here, so yeah, the only reason I got the female crew for this vehicle is because you have to research 2 tier 10s and a bunch of modules and stuff, so yeah, you have to do it. Alright, the Object 140, don't have that much success with this vehicle other than the damage, but the win percent chance is not that good, whatever. The KV-1, the original Face Smasher I kept. It's so good of a heavy tank. The Churchill 3, got it for free from On Track. Like mine, so pretty good. The KV-220, got it from the Hot September event. Grind my ass off. The Soviet Frankenstein, the KV-2, one of my best trained crews in this vehicle. The KV-4, the KV Fortress, loved it. The IS-3, loved mine, kept it. Where's my IS-3? There it is. Okay, IS-3A is IS-3, okay. IS-6 from the first marathon mission, I got this. So, lovely vehicle. HD skin. IS-3A, pretty good penetration-wise, as well as the DPM, but basically the same armor. And I'll talk more about this vehicle later on, but it's alright. The T10, basically the IS-8. Love this vehicle. Awesome tank. The STI, also awesome. Also awesome. Don't do so well with IS-4 though, because a lot of players see me running this tank and go straight to gold. Straight to gold. Bastard. I got the SU-85I from buying it with gold when it was half off. So love this vehicle, hardly play it. SU-100Y, box tank, loved it. I bought this when it was half off, or 30% off. SU-100M1, awesome vehicle, kept mine. SU-12244, bought it with gold when it was 30% off. The good old ISU, yeah, love this vehicle. Such a face smashing vehicle. Don't like the Object 704 as much. Maybe it's because you don't see tier 6 with this vehicle. The ELC, love mine, but I moved the crew to my AMX 1390. So this is a new crew. The 1390, still training to the AMX 30A or AMX 30 prototype. The Lorraine 40T, basically a AMX 5100 at tier 9. The FCM 36 pack 40, bought this with gold when it was half off. It was available too, but super OP, view range crazily broken. AMX 13F3 artillery, one of the few artilleries I play. I totally forgot about the Panzer 2D from last year because how insignificant it is. I just don't play it, period. The Panzer 1C don't have a crew because I moved the crew to the Waffenträger E100. So, why? I need somebody with 6 cents, and that's basically the reason. The Toity 3, I played like 0 games. Actually, I played a few games, didn't I? Okay, whatever. The Panzer 4H, loved mine. Old T25. So, bought this with... Actually, I got this from On Track, I believe, to the E50N. So, the Panzer 4 small term I bought with gold when it was 30% off. Same goes for the Panther M10. The Panther 2 is pretty good. I kept mine. The T55A is Clan Wars, not Clan Wars, Personal Mission Reward. Tiger 1, I kept all historical vehicles, so Tiger 1. Tiger P is rather okay compared to Tiger 1. So crappy DPM with this 88mm. The same gun that's on the Tiger, but whatever. The Tiger 2, awesome tank, loved mine. The E75, awesome vehicle, kept mine. E100, I don't do so well with this thing. The E100 Fat Man. Every time somebody sees me playing this vehicle, goes straight to gold. Bastards. The Stug 3 OSB, love all Stugs, so I kept my Stug. The Stug Life, the Stug 3 Offs G, kept it. The Stug 4, kept it. Well, Personal Mission Reward, obviously kept it. Dicker Max, I got it for free from missions. E25, I bought it when it was 30% off gold. The Romtel Borsig Waffentrigger, loved it. The Roomba. Panzer 4 Waffentrigger, loved mine, kept it. The good old Yak Tiger, kept it. Don't do so well with this thing though. The crappy view range. Waffentrigger off E100. Ugh. So rough. And there is my Panzer 1C screw. Just because I need the 6th sense skill. Just because of that. Ugh. The Yak Panzer E100. My female crews are in here as well. So I love this vehicle. It's crazy good damage. And the armor is awesome. The Dracula. My most played vehicle is artillery. This vehicle has carried me so many artillery missions. Same goes for the GW Tiger P, but this thing has crappy accuracy. Oh, so bad. The Type 97 Tech A, play one game, and I quit. The Type 3 Chinyu Kai, got it for free. Don't even play it. The STA-1, loved it. Amazing penetration, decent enough accuracy. Same goes for the Type 61. The OI, oh yeah, OI is crazy. The Mito 150, crazy armor. This thing is broken. Type 64, got it from missions, I believe. So got it for free. Decent light take. A Hellcat, basically. The WZ-131, awesome light tank. Just haven't played it for a long time. The Type 62, got it from Hot September, yep. But it's basically a stock WZ. So it looks almost the same. The WZ-132, just got it recently. Don't play it that often. Only played 19 games with it. T-34-2, long time having this vehicle. Haven't played it recently. Once I got to the WZ-120. And the WZ-120, awesome light tank, awesome medium tank, just crappy gun depression. 110 is OP, so love mine. OP. And got the WZ-111 from the marathon. Happened this January for 2015. And that's pretty much it. So 13 minutes of me just talking about my own vehicles. Christ. And I have 116 vehicles in my garage with 4 garage slots to go. Have a bunch of no modules, no extra shells, so sell all the unnecessary stuff in your depot. Have a bunch of spare equipments lying around and stock up on the normal consumables. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's 2015 for you. So I'll see you guys in the new year. So stay safe, happy holidays, happy New Year's. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. The same between both tanks. Destroy an enemy light tank during the first 3 minutes to tier 10s. So you can see here with the I'm coming to help you. More reliable than T-34-3. You're facing the likes of tier 7s. And here's all of them that got nerfed. 3, 2, 1, power trip! Ah! Okay, I'm out, I'm sorry. What is this thing? Your gunner's dead. As well as gun elevation, 5 degrees of gun, the slower version of the T-57 heavy tank. The modules one is also pretty annoying, so this one's also annoying. You still have to use skill now, instead of just blindly shoot at a blank target. Meshed! Bounced! So you can hear different splash sounds with RT shells. What? High explosive! Degrees of gun depression, so it might be the worst tank to play.
The turret is... We're done for. Everyone get out.
Okay, Sam, you're playing way too YOLO. Sam, you're playing too YOLO. Okay, focus. It's still strategy. 4201 Chieftain. So yeah, it's the switch. Video to be shown as the actual vehicles for the Swiss, but to this gun arc is rather tricky. So be switch into these two amazing things, but nothing is known about carry around the turret and load. So this version of the prototype was scrapped. It was not as effective. YOLO rush! Rob Schneider is a stapler. Rated PG-13. So yeah, choose leopard stripes or racing car stripes, whatever. I guess you can penetrate T-29s from the front a little bit more reliably. The LTTB is, it has only 3 degrees of gun depression. But whatever, it's a tier 3 light tank. I'm expecting too much. So basically darker, but since you don't want it to be yellow,